Very nice.
That should do it.
I should do it, man.
Good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
dirty.
definitely
Fucking
a
out
bed.
here. Oh, you put on Toy Story. That's funny. I just watched that
it's good.
recently.
Told you it was a Vlasic.
It's a Vlasic.
It was a Vlasic pickle.
It's a Vlasic pickle for sure.
I did tell
it's
thee. You didn't believe me?
It's a bread and butter right there. It's a nice little dill. Nice little dill pick.
What kind of pickles do you guys like the most?
I don't.
None of them.
I like
don't like
relish. I like relish. But I don't. I'm not gonna
like
eat
relish.
a pickle.
You never gone to
good on
like
a hot
Panera, gotten a sandwich, and they got a little pickle there and chomp on that chewy boy, that crunchy
No,
boy?
I always either throw it away or give it to Pops if
Whoever.
I'm hanging out with him. He likes the pickles.
How the wait, I lost audio there for a second. How do you not like pickles?
I don't know. It's just like too much of. It's like a nice compliment. It's like a condiment, that complements other stuff. But just biting into a giant pickle, like
Okay.
nah.
Maybe pickle spear though is pretty nice. I mean, that's a quarter of a
Have
pickle.
you seen what shape they're in? That's
pickle
kind of sus.
Bro, you're putting that in your mouth?
If you want to do that, man, that's on you. But
Hey man, no one's gonna stop. Hey, we don't judge.
hey,
Hey.
you
we
put
don't
whatever you
care.
want in your mouth. It's okay.
But yeah, we don't care. All right.
It's so funny how many times, hey, I don't judge. Do whatever you want. Live your life. Like that's been said by the person judging you the hardest.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way around
I remember I had an
that.
uncle who
Facts.
said something like, I don't judge, but black people need to figure out if they're oppressed or not, whether they want rights or not, or what they
Right.
want. They need to figure that out. I had an uncle who literally said that.
Yeah, they need to figure it out.
Stand up.
He
guy.
also said that same uncle said he could tell the race of a person by the color of the car they drive.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's
It's a weird
that is
thing to
not
say.
founded in reality at all. Is what
And
that is.
like also like looking back,
Off-putting.
oddly explained to me that like he explained to me that like the what like Nazis did were anti-Semitic because of financial reasons. He said that.
Oh, okay. I guess it wasn't all bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he said that like literally when I was like 10 years old, like 10,
Yeah.
11, 12 years old, on like
He
a
just
day
took
where
it
he
and
was
ran with
taking
it.
me out. He was like trying to bond with me, and he was like, do you think they just didn't like them because they had big noses? No, it was for more
Oh
complex
my
reasons.
God.
Yeah, dude.
Cool.
It's cool being related to people, man.
Yeah, dude, family is like one of the wildest things ever.
Ohana means family. Is that what
Yeah,
that's
I've had a few interactions like that myself. I won't go into them.
They're like, the dark orcs need to figure out if... yeah.
Elves
Oh my
never
God.
showed up to Helm's Deep.
should.
They knew because the moment they touch an orc the wrong way, they all of a sudden it's defund the elves. So they thought, good luck, figure it out on your own. Good luck.
Oh my
Anyways,
Dude, fucking
We're crazy.
I know that's not what we were just doing, but fucking I got an email the other day that I was like, why did I get this fucking email? It was from Live Nation. It was for a pre-sale, like ticket pre-sale live now. You want to guess who it was for?
Jack Harlow.
Fucking Jordan Peterson.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Jordan Peterson pre-sale is now live with code.
I'm
Cleaner
coming to
Room.
St. Louis.
I'm coming to the
I'm coming to St. Louis to talk about the Dred Scott case.
Powell Symphony Hall.
I'm coming to the legendary Fox Theater to do my rendition of Wicked.
to talk about my new book, Clean Your Room, Buster.
If you
Volume
clean your
seven.
room, Buster.
Everything in your life will be great.
Clean your room.
Family won't hate you anymore.
Clean your room, or it will
That
be your
clip is-
doom.
Oh, dude, that fucking clip you sent me where he was just like, when you can't rush past your hour and a half breakfast. These are things you do every day.
That's like
It's just You can't
Family
redo
breakfast,
the
that's like an hour
Family-
and a half every day. They
Family
spend time with their kids and their families. And
You
they're
rise
like,
at 4
and dine at 5. Clean.
They're like, aren't you from Canada? And he's like,
I'm from the Irish Shire part of Canada.
You know, I just kind of learned English through Irish YouTube videos.
Heidi, Heidi ho is something I like to say a lot. If you're gay and you believe in yourself,
You
you
can
suck
do
as many
nothing.
dicks in your room as you can before you leave it every morning.
So where's he going? Sorry.
He's
To where
just
you-
some-
Guys, yeah, red
He's just
flag.
coming to town. Fuck no. Fuck
Yeah,
no.
that's what I was like. Why? Where did that come up?
No, I just
Okay.
got an email from Live Nation that was just like, get
Oh,
your Jordan
gotcha.
Peterson pre-sale tickets right now. And I'm like,
Gotcha.
what the fuck?
Bro,
What,
it's
like, what of my even
amazing.
concert history would allude to that? Like,
I don't know.
it's like what?
You're
How
a
many
white-
speaker series have I
You're
been
a
to?
white male in his 20s. You're
Yeah, I
right
was
up
like,
his-
if you
you're
filled
in
out
his
a
demo.
if you filled out a census and marked it as Caucasian, then they probably
yeah,
that's all
I
they
guess
need.
that's probably
You're on the
that's-
list for Jordan Peterson invites.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
you're a
PD.
white man in your mid-20s. You might want to be here.
You love
for
that
this.
Jordy Petey.
You gotta see this.
Love that Jordy Petey.
One of my
You're getting
favorite
another Jordy
guys to
Petey.
go see is Jordy Petey.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna get the 4-pack. Bring the boys.
Every time he comes to Tallahassee, Alabama, I go see Jordan Petey. I get my nice dress shoes on. I get the whole family to wear their nicest bolo ties, and we go out and listen to Jordy Petey, and he tells us.
Petey and concert.
Young
You know,
Jordy
back in the day, farmers used to. I mean, that was how the world went round. Was farmers and agriculture, and us farm folk. You know, we like Jordan Petey because he likes to underline that aspect of history.
Jordy Petey.
He likes to tell
You know-
stories.
That young Jordy Petey.
Oh my god. It's funny how like a lot of like dudes as they get older in their careers are just like defaulting to like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell stories. That's what I'm gonna do. Like Dave Grohl's whole thing. Did you oh my god. Did you guys see the trailer for that Foo Fighters movie?
I did, yes. I don't know what to think
No.
about that.
Dude, there's a fucking Foo Fighters movie. They're like, how are we gonna do our 10th album? They're writing and recording. It's like a theatrical like comedy. Like it's like Dave Grohl is possessed.
monkey's dead.
It's like School of Rock.
Like there's literally
Except
a
the Foo
joke in the
Fighters.
trailer where he's like, guys, I got an idea for a new song. It's gonna be huge. And he just starts playing the riff to Everlong, and they're just like, dude, yeah, you wrote that 30 years ago.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like that's Everlong or whichever one. Or-
Yeah, it's like just a
yeah, yeah.
slightly different Everlong. Yeah, no, but
Never
it's like,
long. More like that's me.
yeah, no, that was one of the trailers I
But
saw
it's like a
before
horror movie
Jackass.
too.
Yeah, it's like
What?
it's like a campy comedy horror thing. That's like they're like,
Is it
what
a
are we
doc?
gonna write our 10th album about?
Is it a doc or a movie?
No, it's a movie. Like it's
It's
an
a movie.
acted, scripted film. That's what I'm saying. Like not film.
Wow.
Movie. Yeah, like they're all
When does this
acting
come
as
out?
themselves in it. I think soon. Like
Yeah,
maybe
like
next
next month?
month. Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. Foo Fighters movie.
It's called
like,
Studio 666.
that's what it is. Yeah. Legendary rock band Foo Fighters move into an Encino mansion steeped in grisly rock and roll history to record their much anticipated 10th album.
Wow.
It makes me wonder if it's
I
going to
will
be
see
like
that.
like a hard rock or like
Right.
a metal album, because they're not really like the band. They are a rock band, but they're not one I associate with being like, you know, a cult or like, you know, like hard rock, you know, devil horns.
You kind of
Yeah.
you kind of win that association with Satanism just by being in a rock band. You get to
Right.
use that.
Right, but they're just like such not the band that would be the, I would think of the poster child for that. Like all their songs are like, you know, like Everlong or like
Yeah.
The Best of You or whatever.
It's quite literally rock Quite
best.
literally rock music TM. That's
I
really
think,
what they
yeah. Well, because the funniest thing about it is I think the only person in that movie that would be convincing is Dave Grohl, because he did all that shit with Tenacious D, and like everyone else is just like, yeah,
was
I'm in
great.
the Foo Fighters.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
They are
anyways,
musicians, not actors. I can
Right.
that's what I could kind of tell in the
Yeah.
in the trailer. But
Yeah.
Dave's built different.
I want to make like an art house level film with only basketball players.
Yeah.
Like professional
As
basketball
actors.
players?
Like a whole family. A film about a family struggling to survive, but each person in the family is just like a 7 foot tall basketball player. Mom, dad, the little kids, the newborn, you know.
Yeah. Every
even a neighbor.
character.
It's just giant not even football players or football
Basketball
players, just
players.
athletes. It should just be pure athletes.
Yeah. Just
That would
giant
be funny.
athletes for a
It's
whole
massive,
film.
yeah. For sure.
It's basically what an Adam Sandler movie is. It's like
Right.
90% of the actors are athletes.
Yeah.
The actors are athletes.
The actors are athletes. I feel like Dennis Rodman would be a really interesting on-screen presence.
Yeah, I
in a
feel
movie.
like if he got into that bag, it would work for him.
Yeah,
Like,
Marshawn Lynch is like in a new show.
dude.
What?
I watched that show and I've seen that episode.
Was it good? So,
Dude,
Will Arnett
so-
in it too?
That show's called Murderville.
Yeah.
And basically the plot of
Okay.
it, I'll repeat it. You guys probably already know it, but
I
basically
do
Will Arnett plays a murder detective, a homicide detective.
Will Arnett.
And every episode is a new case, obviously, like a procedural, but every episode he gets a new partner and it's a celebrity playing themselves. But they don't know what's going to happen in the show. So it's like an improv show almost. It's shot like you know, whatever, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like they basically they have to, and also the celebrity guest has to, out of the 3 potential suspects, has to guess which one is the one who did it. And if you're paying really close attention, like they explain why that was that person at the end, like where all the clues you missed were. And it's like a game show almost, but also like a comedy show.
Nice.
And it's funny, like there's this one part where Will Arnett and Marshawn Lynch are going to interrogate a suspect, but they're behind like one-way mirror, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then they realize the one-way mirror is gone. Like it's just empty. It's just like a hole in the wall. So he's like, all right, we got to just mimic everything they do when they look in the mirror. I don't have time to explain how like impossible this scenario is. And then so they come in, it's like literally Marshawn Lynch doing like the improv game of like acting like mirroring someone. It's just like classic improv shit, but it's woven into like a murder show. And it's funny because like if you ever listen to like Comedy Bang Bang or like Spontaneous Nation was one that Paul F. Tompkins had before, where it's like all improvised. They like break characters sometimes a little bit, or they like through their character try to steer them. It's just funny. And like the one I saw, one was Conan O'Brien, the other one was Marshawn Lynch.
So there's 2 episodes.
There's like 6, I think, 6 to 8 maybe. It's all different people, but yeah, Marshawn Lynch was fucking hilarious in that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's funny as
He's
shit.
fucking
Will
hysterical.
Arnett.
Yeah, Max has a Will Arnett impression. You may hear it from time to time.
It may hear its head in
Will
every
Arnett.
once in a while.
I'm a funny guy.
He talks like this.
Yeah, I'm on NBC. I'm married to
got a deep
Amy
voice.
Poehler, but they just keep me in the basement. I don't live outside of the NBC studios. They just got to pull me out. I say something funny like this, and then I go back.
I'm Batman.
The
Batman.
Lego Batman movie was actually pretty crazy and actually like kind
Was
of
he?
funny.
Wait, he was
He
Lego
was
Batman?
in that. Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
You've seen it?
Mhm.
I've seen the Lego movie.
No,
where
Tony,
Batman
have you
is
seen
in
it?
Lego Batman movie? Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. So how was
Yeah.
it? It's good.
It was good. I would say,
Wait, Tony, shut the
pretty
fuck up.
dude,
I have like a lot of
let me
shit.
get finish. Okay.
No, shut the fuck up real quick. I forgot something.
Stop it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, by all means.
What did you forget?
I forgot to introduce the podcast.
Dude,
Connor. Dude. For real though. Get on with it.
Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, it is literally Valentine's Day, dude. February 14th, 2022. Welcome back to another episode of Woke and Boke.
Here it is.
Episode 126 to be exact. I'm your host, Connor Boyd. You may know me from TikTok or Instagram or Twitter. Or maybe, who fucking knows? Maybe you're coming back watching this from another thing. Who knows? Yeah, listen. Every week, I am joined, as always, by my best friends from the great gateway
From the gay gateway
from the gay great way of the West. St. Louis, Missouri is where we're all
great
from.
way of West.
First up, we have the critical, the crucial, the important, the precious, the just goddamn important, just crucial. Max.
Vital. That's another one.
Exactly. Max Sansa is on the show today. Max, how the fucking shit are you, dude?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm chilling. Yeah.
Your vibe curation is exquisite. How has it been being on that side of the entertainment system? Having the entertainment system on that side of things next to your bed and all that. How's that? Because we switched that right before I left.
Yeah. No, it's
How was that?
It's been great. I mean, it's just nice because now I can just kind of get cozy and like I can fall asleep to movies now, which is nice. Because I like that vibe. Because I would always find myself watching, like just lounging, in the lounge area, which is great. I have a beautiful television there. It's a great place to watch a movie, play a video game, whatnot. I love it over there. But I'll get my best sleepy time just kind of drift offs, like in the middle of movies. So if I can just do that here, then the odds of me actually staying here and then just kind of knocking out are way better. Because I hate dozing off and then being like, oh, I should go to bed. And then you get to bed and it's just like
Different. Yeah.
you're just awake.
Yeah.
That's why I got this right here, at the foot of the bed.
Yeah, it's great to have a big bright screen right at the foot of your bed and keep that on until you fall asleep every night.
Well, honestly, the best part is I can just turn on the nightlight version on this thing, which takes all the blues out. That's sick.
Yes,
Ooh,
that's
nice.
fire. And also sleep timer and shit is helpful too.
Yeah, I've got my shit on a time air.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm chilling, dude. We're also joined by the goofy, the clown, like the unserious, the unimportant, the
jester,
the jester, if you will, the court jester, if you will, of Woke and Boke. None other than Tony Harrop is here today. Tony, how the fucking shit are you, dude?
I'm well.
Great.
Cool.
Great stuff. How hot is it in Texas today? I wonder?
It's a cool 68 right now and sunny, no clouds.
That sounds quite nice. A friend of mine's moving to Texas later this month, and he's a big fitness guy. I used to work with him.
Nice.
And I think he's going to go to Alpha Land.
No way.
He's going to try and
Very
be
cool.
close to Alpha Land. So I think he's going to Houston. So
Nice, okay.
because I was telling him that you worked out there, and he's a podcast listener. Shout out, Jack, if you're listening.
I may be stopping going there. I haven't seen what their new prices are, but they gave us the old price for January and February, so I'm
nice
working out there at least for this month.
That's fine.
But if it's crazy, though, we'll see. It's really nice. It's like working out at a resort because they have a second gym where it's just a big long warehouse with garage doors on both sides, and they just lift them all up. So it's just like an open air, and then there's a basketball court outside, and then another one around the corner, and it's really nice.
That's fucking sick, dude. I'm happy for you.
I might stay there. We'll see.
Yeah, man. Listen, every week, the three of us, we get together, to catch up on the latest in whatever's going on in our lives. We're all into video games. We talk about that a lot. Movies, TV, some music, a whole bunch of shit. And if you dig the vibes, if you like hanging out, listening to us chit and chat, you can subscribe to us on YouTube here. If you're watching this video, you can hit us with a sub. You can also follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts. You can also follow our socials
at Welcome Boke Pod on Twitter and at Welcome Boke Podcast on Instagram. And you can hit us up on our email with all of your questions, comments, and suggestions. We will read them on the show, and that email is welcomebokepodcast@gmail.com. There is also a Discord, which we are on we're hanging out there constantly, like every day now. And you can ping that in the bio as well. So all that shit's in the description of this episode. Peep it, check it out. But for now, let's start this little potty. We're chilling. So wait, I have to ask, Tony, did you end up seeing Young Jackass?
I did not. I'm sorry.
No problem.
You guys can spoil it though. That is okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I do not mind.
If you're listening to this now and you haven't seen Jackass, go watch it.
Yeah.
I would say though, anything we talk about is not gonna spoil how insane any of the shit is to actually watch and see. Though,
that's what
part
I'm
of the
saying.
fun
It's
of so spoiler alert is basically all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The thing I realized as the lights were going down in the theater and the movie was starting was like, oh shit, I have never seen a new Jackass movie in theaters with like people.
Yeah.
And everyone in the crowd was fucking excited. Like everyone was like, they were like, woo! When Dick House came on and like people were hyped for this movie.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, wow, I'm about to see a whole Jackass movie of shit. I have no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
And I've usually watched Jackass like, in a sense where I could like pause it if something was too gross.
Yeah, exactly.
So this one was wild.
That's the thing about seeing Jackass movies in theaters is you kind of you strap in and you're just like, oh, I'm here for this. Like it doesn't set in until the movie starts, and you're like, I'm at the theater watching a clip show right now, and I can't skip any of them. So this is gonna be a time.
I also didn't realize just how cinematic, like all of the Jackass movies are cinematic. They have like really amazing cinematography and photography in them. Mm-hmm. But like I had watched all those on TV and I forgot like how cinematic they start. Like when it was just like, it starts with just like a city and like a Godzilla sort of sequence with all the characters showing up. But the Godzilla is literally, it's like a penis monster, and you're like, oh, that's
Chris
funny.
Pontius's dick, yeah.
But then it's literally Chris Pontius's dick. Like he's sitting under a giant model city, and they're like moving him and his ball sack and dick forward, dressed up like a dragon. It's like there's so much just completely bare dick and balls in this movie, so and asshole and gooch.
There's not a single boob, all dicks. Just tons of penis.
All dicks and balls, the whole movie.
Yeah, the whole movie.
But yeah, man, it was quite something.
I forgot what it was like.
Dick and balls.
Exactly.
Sorry. Go ahead.
How dare you? No, dude, I just forgot what it was like to see a Jackass movie.
I have never seen one still in theaters. I've only seen the show. Or maybe I've seen one of the movies.
You've probably seen the movies. They're great.
It is interesting though.
Would have been over a decade ago at least.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, it's like super interesting. Like, is it just me or does it seem like they gave everything to Danger Aaron? Like, no one really did anything but him. Like,
there's gonna be quite a conversation years down the line about Jackass, and I see like years down the line people having more stories coming out about what it was like working on the set of Jack, because there's got to be some crazy shit going on. Because Danger Aaron is literally at one point being tased by a dog collar while he's strapped into a chair and a bear eats salmon out of his like crotch.
Yeah.
A literal bear is eating salmon off his dick, and he's covered in honey. He's covered in honey. Yeah.
Yeah, that is insane.
And he's like being tased, and they're like, don't make any sudden movements, and they're like dog collar tasing him while he's in the chair, and then they all come back in, and he's like doing that to people. He's like, no, it's over.
Unhooked
He's
his
like,
wrist, and he's
is
like,
it over?
Yeah, no, he's like having an attack. Yeah,
he's like straight traumatized.
Yeah, and like it was because like Dunn's dead. Bam is off the fucking rocker. Steve-O really only did that one crazy one, which I don't want to spoil that one because that one's like probably the most fucked up part of the movie.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, on the farm.
So he only does one stunt?
No, he does a handful of things, but like that's his main one. Like that's the.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, he does a stunt involving his dick. That is
no spoilsies. No
wild.
spoilsies.
Yeah, well, everyone
I saw
does
the
something
bear
with their
thing
dick.
in the trailer, but
Same
I
thing with
have no idea what-
Knoxville. They both like all the OGs
Knoxville
seem to like
gets
get one
rocked
good
harder
one.
than he's ever been in this movie by one of the stunts.
Yeah,
He gets
but they
straight
toss-
hospitalized.
Oh my god.
And I love when they
Well.
call back to the like old skits, like the dude in the yellow jacket, like when they put when he with
Yeah,
like that's the fucking best.
Dave English or England or whatever. Yeah,
England,
Dave
yeah.
England. Yeah, he takes a shit in a toilet in the middle of a yard sale, but the toilet's like rigged with like an explosive water jet that makes him fly like 10 feet up in the air while he's taking a shit. It's amazing.
Oh my god!
And there's like
Damage your
18
asshole.
people, there's like 10 people standing around at the yard sale that aren't in on it. And they
Yeah,
just,
no. Oh
my God.
they're like, why is the guy taking a shit? And all of a sudden it just blows up.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean, it's just like watching a movie like that and just getting like all the fucking stunts for the first time, like just not expecting it. Like, there's
I
a
wonder-
fucked up stunt where they have this treadmill. I'm telling you, Tony, it's going like 60 miles per hour. This
treadmill,
treadmill,
dude.
and they're all in a marching band, and they walk around the treadmill, and then they just like step on it, like just it's going like 45 miles per hour, and they
Yeah,
just
it's going like
step
max
on
speed.
it, and it flies them off the side, and like literally, I think 2 or 3 people got concussions just from
Yeah,
that.
they launch
Like,
into
it
each
was
other.
insane. It was insane.
Wow.
Dude.
Fire.
The bit with when the dude's hanging the banner, like that one made me wonder, like how do they hire people? Like I don't want to spoil that.
Oh
whole
my
bit,
God.
but like they must hire people. Like
I
they
want
must set up
to.
these fake fronts, and then just hire people. It's like, yeah, come work at this warehouse. Like we're just a clothing outlet store.
So,
It pays.
I
Well,
want
like,
to
it's
tell.
just
I want to tell Tony this one just because he would think it was really funny. It's
okay. Yeah,
it's this huge kid, this new kid called Zach Ham
Yeah.
something. Hammond?
Zach Ham.
No,
Yeah.
it's like Zach. It's Zach something. But anyways,
Yeah.
he's like the fattest person that's ever been on Jackass.
Fire.
bigger than
huge.
Preston. Yeah,
Oh, he makes Preston look small by
and
comparison.
he's like super tattooed, and he's like missing teeth and shit. Like
Is it Zach
Tight,
Morris? Is that what it is?
I'm
Zach
gonna look it
Morris
up.
is from Saved by the Bell, I think.
What? Hold on. We're
Know
gonna
his
find
name?
Zach Holmes.
Zach Holmes. Okay, not Hams.
Holmes.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he's
Zach
a gnarly
Holmes.
motherfucker. He does a lot of stunts in this movie. Like, just gets
Yeah.
just shit clapped out of himself. Like he flies off of a kite into a patch of fucking cacti.
Yeah, dude.
He's insane.
Are you
But
serious?
yeah, he's like 300, 400 pounds, and he fucking like. There's this one skit where it's a furniture store, and he's just the repairman hanging up some banner on the top of like a giant. Like what are those
lift?
forklifts?
Yeah,
it's like a
one of those
lift.
scissor lifts. Yeah,
It's a scissor lift, like a wide scissor lift, and he's at the top of it. And Johnny Knoxville's dressed like an 80-year-old man. And he goes, this is a good place to sit. And it's like, it's very clearly one of those like inner tube launching things that you put on a lake, but it's
Yeah.
like, it's dressed up like a couch. And so Johnny Knoxville just sits on one side of it, and the fat guy's in the lift on the other side of it. And then he's like, whoa, and falls down and like hits the other side of the cushion. And Johnny Knoxville literally goes through the fucking plaster of the roof of the furniture store. And there's like 6 people who witness it.
yeah, they're all like employees. So
Yeah.
it's
Is that
just-
the one that is that the one that hospitalized him?
I don't think so. Actually,
No.
Okay.
The bull one is the one that hospitalized him.
Okay, I figured because
Yeah.
I saw that in the
Because that's
in the
like Johnny
trailer.
Knoxville has taken a bull. Like this is like his 3rd or 4th time. Because like
Yeah,
there's one in Jackass 1 where he gets flipped over. There's another one in like Jackass 2 where he's wearing like a pink sweater and they all come out of a corral and like literally he just gets his shit rocked. But this one he literally does like a full body flip and lands on his head. It's like he gets a broken rib, broken wrist, like concussion.
Jesus.
Yeah. But anyways, just wild what these guys went through.
yeah.
Wild
It's
shit.
Great movie. Great watch.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
Yeah.
I will peep
Everyone
it
go
at some
see
point.
it. It's funny because it's like, you know, YouTube and the internet is like taking up so much of that. And the fact that they like can actually come up with shit that's just like no one would ever think of to do as a stunt.
Yeah.
Well, no one has the balls to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like they
There's
did
also
a good
like so
job.
much
built
dick
different.
related stuff. Like you couldn't have that on the internet.
No, like not in an accessible way. But like, and I'm stoked on the new cast members because like I feel like they did a pretty solid job with like
They did.
Yeah.
Poopies is like the new Dave England or Aaron
Like
Danger.
Steve-O kind of, yeah. Like he's
he's
kind of gonna be the whipping boy. You can tell. Like they're just like, yeah, we'll give all the bullshit
For
to
the new
him.
generation.
Yeah. It's like they
Yeah,
got a
there's
new
a really
token fat guy. They got a new token like just fucking dude missing teeth.
They have a token small person. Was Wee Man in it?
Yeah,
was
Wee Man
there,
rules.
for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a funny ass bit where it's Poopies, Danger, Aaron, and Wee Man all standing in jock straps in front of like these like I don't know, they're like industrial fucking like slingshot like catapult panels that go like this
Yeah,
on like a lock,
flip-flops.
like an electronic lock, and then there's like a flip flop stapled on the end of it, and this like and it's like measured perfectly for their dick. So it like if they get a question wrong, it just goes like right onto their dick.
just slaps and it goes through.
And like right when the skit starts, Johnny Knox was like, "This is the quit," and he accidentally presses a button, just hits Poopies right in the dick, and he just like completely folds. Like
Immediately.
it is. If you want to see some dicks get harmed, this
Go
is the
see that
most
movie.
harmed dick. This is the most harmed dicks have gotten on film.
Most dicks harmed on film ever.
In a theatrical
Absolutely.
release.
World record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, now I
But yeah.
gotta see it.
Now I gotta
Yeah.
see it.
Danger Aaron's
Knowing that-
dick gets nearly ripped apart in this movie.
That one,
Whose?
that was the only part in the movie where I really had to just be like, okay, I'm gonna close my
Yeah.
eyes till the
It
end.
was just
I'm
like,
gonna-
do we need to pogo stick on someone's dick?
yeah,
You know
we
what I
gotta
mean?
do this last one.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah.
But anyways, go see it. We spoiled a lot of it just now, but you know, there's a lot more. Honestly, it felt long to me. Everyone else told me it felt short, but it felt long to me. I was like, damn, this is just
It felt
a lot of
felt-
shit.
It felt like the right length for me. Like
Yeah.
when it ended, I was just like, huh, yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah.
Then it just was
And
over.
it didn't have quite as much like the musical grand ending as
Yeah.
I would have expected, but it kind of was because it was like, yeah, it was kind of like that. There was music at the end, but
Exactly. And then they did a very nice long like ending credits, like little like comp of stuff that like didn't make the cut or whatever. Or just
Yeah.
like little bloopers and like, you know, outtake shit. I'm always a fan of that. Always like that stuff.
Bloopers. Yeah.
yeah, dude, it's pretty sick. Zach Holmes.
There's
Definitely
Jasper from Odd Future now too.
Zach Holmes, Jasper. Jasper's a good fit. It's
He
kind of
is.
funny.
Yeah. His dad. All the shit with his
And
dad.
his dad's in it, dude. It's just a funny ass movie. It's honestly like
It's a funny
wholesome.
name.
It's like wholesome
Exactly.
Jackass vibes. Because no one's like a drunk drug addict anymore. It's just a bunch of like healthy ass people getting the shit tossed out of them.
They're like,
It's
yeah, let's
just-
do it one more time. Let's just for fun.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. The way Knoxville's kind of the host of the movie in this one.
Yeah.
And the way like he keeps going to the camera like laughing because like they'll be doing a stunt and then like they'll get it. They'll do it perfectly fine. But then Jeff, the director, will be like, we need another one.
yeah.
And then Johnny Knoxville will just start
Jeff.
laughing. Just like he said, we need another one.
Oh.
She,
And all the guests were great too. I don't want to like spoil all the guests, but all the
No.
guest appearances were just perfect.
Yeah, dude. It was just lit. It was cinematically shot very well. You know, but I would say if you're on a Jackass set, if you haven't seen the movies, by now you should know that if you're on a Jackass set, no matter what your role is, you can get fucked up.
Yeah,
by
any
something.
moment.
Yeah.
And that is, it could not be more true than right here. Because that's always my favorite shit, is just the on-set shit when it's not even a bit. Like, it's not even a scripted thing. It's just like, just fucking put a spider in his coffee, dude. Just like random shit.
Shit rules.
Yeah.
Shit rules.
King of practical effects. Anyway.
Yeah.
Shit was fire.
Silence of the Lambs also was fucking hilarious.
Oh, that was great.
It's a lot. There's just a lot of good shit, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out.
And it's great because the more you think about the movie, you always think like, I can't even really remember that much. And then once you remember one of them, then they all start coming back. And it's fucking
right.
It's good.
Yeah, it was solid. It was solid. Should we read some of these emails?
We got some emails?
Sure.
Yeah. We got some from just a couple days ago.
Let us peep them.
Okay, cool. So this comes from Aaron. The subject line is my incredibly unnecessary take on NFTs. It starts with note. After writing this, I realize how long and possibly drab this is. Only break open in case of an emergency. Well, we never have emergencies, so we'll just go ahead and read it because we're chilling.
This will be our first one.
Interested to hear.
My problem with NFTs is that they failed do their one function they claim to do: verify ownership and uniqueness of a digital good. And even if they could, it would push the web to a new level of monetized capitalistic hell. Although that's inevitable, I guess. Indeed. They fail to fulfill their functions since nothing more than a tiny bit of text can be stored on a node of the blockchain. It's impossible to store images, MP3s, etc. So all that's stored on the blockchain is a receipt pointing to some site where your NFT is stored. This immediately defeats the whole purpose. The blockchain can live on forever, but that one server that site is on will die at some point. Here and there exists some cross-site verification if your NFT is unique, but it's not universal, so an item can be minted all over the place multiple times. Any claims of uniqueness are false. Ironically, you need a centralized force to determine which NFTs are valid. Crypto nerds like to throw out the word decentralization, but it's cool, but a lot of shit hits the fan when there's no authority. In the end, even if it was possible for someone to claim ownership of a digital item, that would get out of hand so fast. No longer could you take a meme of Kermit the Frog, some audio from a Jordan B. Peterson lecture, deep vocal fry the fuck out of it, and post it for your homies on Discord without being hit with 20 microtransactions for the owners of all the aspects of the beautiful creation you've made. That's the beauty of the internet and the freedom. Sent from my iPhone. I think that's an incredible take, honestly. I don't think that's unnecessary. I've never actually had someone really package that like that.
Yeah.
I mean...
Very insightful.
If that's all true, then I totally agree.
Yeah. I think it's like it's still like way in its infancy though. Like all these fucking NFTs that are just like pictures or whatever. That's not what is important. What's important is like when it becomes like 3D plans for like something or like a house layout that you would have in like a virtual reality world or like an item. That you could use in games that are built on the blockchain. But I mean, I get what he's saying though, where it's just a receipt that's on the blockchain, not the item itself. And honestly, I need to read more about it myself to be able to like sound smart when I talk about it. But because he sounds like he knows a lot more than I do. But
yeah, it does sound like you know a lot. What was your name again?
Aaron? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you sound well informed.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's like
what I know that sounds. Yeah, I mean that all sounds well and good because that tends to be the problem associated with it, and that's what people have been saying for a while. Is just that the blockchain it's an algorithm. I'm probably gonna butcher the fuck out of this, but it's it's a system that stores text and allows for like problem solving to take place to like you solve an equation essentially to make a transaction. That's like how I think that's a really shitty way of putting it, but that's more or less how currency is exchanged through the blockchain, and that's the primary function of it. in most cases. But yeah, it doesn't have the capacity to store actual files. It's only numerical values. It's like
yeah, that would be crazy.
computer code.
I mean, I guess a file is a numerical values at a point.
I mean, at the end of the day, like
ones and zeros.
even when you're building a website and you put an image on a website, you're not, when you're coding it, you're not like injecting, like you're not digitizing that image. You're pointing to somewhere else,
right?
To like retrieve that
embedded,
image.
I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
His other point is that like the actual NFTs that you have receipts for on the blockchain, they're stored on like a server that will eventually go down.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, not necessarily, but like, you know,
That server is centralized, is what he's saying, whereas the blockchain is something that
right.
can exist on multiple things
It does
all at
exist,
once.
yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Millions
it's
of
like
PCs at once.
it's to me, it's like the most success any of these NFTs are gonna have is gonna come from being able to exploit it like everything else in the market. So it's just it's going to be like the forefront, the trailblazers of this NFT shit are all going to have capitalistic transactional intentions. There's nothing about, there's nothing liberating about this technology at all.
No, it is
There's
purely
there's
restrictive.
nothing that adds freedom to our lives. It just makes more things for sale, more things to be private property.
In a fully like digital or increasingly digital age. Like it's just
Yeah.
and people that can make money off of it will figure out how to and exploit
I mean,
it.
think about it. It's like you could do all kinds of shit. Like you could make it so like, oh, your character in Halo is unique, and if you that's why we need to charge you $10 to give you a unique Halo NFT character, so that on multiplayer you can feel like your character is actually worth something because it's so unique. It's like verifiable in the blockchain, and it's like, oh, once that character's like dead, you have to like buy another one. Like you have to buy another character so it's unique. Like. Just I don't know. Like there's all kinds of ways you could just monetize the fuck out of this. Like, yeah, literally making memes like property. It's just another insane thing.
It's another just restrictive fucking. Yeah, it's like the irony of it all is it's not even like a sustainable product. Like it's not even like the implications of the fucking amount of energy wasted to like supplement this fucking digital
I don't see how
image ownership. It's like I think it's just because it makes crypto is more and more active, so it's just like power draw from crypto mining that fuels the NFT market. And I could be totally wrong about that, but that is my understanding of what it is, and it's just like how are digital goods using more fucking resources than just buying physical shit. Like, it's just like, it's another layer of consumerism that is on paper should be at least a net zero, like level of, I guess, general pollution, but that's just not the case.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't see where like this goes. It's like, do you think like, the climate's not gonna like fuck up our ability to have the internet, like because it totally will. I'm sure it fucking will. It'll get harder and harder to have like servers and data centers and stuff like that.
Hell, power
physically existing somewhere. Yeah, generating enough power and electricity to sustain all that activity. It's like I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like if there's money to be made, people will figure out.
No,
how
absolutely,
to do it.
Absolutely.
They will figure out a way.
Yeah, that'll be the last part of human civilization that probably gets wiped out is the internet. Now that I think about it, like so many more parts of infrastructure will get wiped out first before that is allowed to die.
Yeah, because
it's
like
global capitalism.
If climate disaster converges with like our ability, like if that happens at the same time, where we figure out like how to, I guess merge, to basically have digital consciousness. Because who knows if that's like 100 years in the future, like 70 years, like who knows how fast technology will advance.
I'm never doing that, but yeah.
No, I know, but like that just could be the way the world goes. And it's like, okay, yeah, the actual world is not hospitable anymore, but we have the technology to, just live in a digital world and everyone does that or something.
Right, but if you have
resources have run dry and,
Yeah, that's the thing is like, how are you, even if everyone's a fucking program, who's running the fucking, who's making sure the fucking plug doesn't get kicked out of the socket,
Wally.
so to speak?
No one.
Wally.
Wally.
No one. It's just in a 5G
Wally.
singularity tower meltage. Fucking
Melted.
Fucking Klingon fusion. But
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. I mean, I won't see it. I'll be dead. But
Yeah.
I don't know, like in 50 years from now when we're like 70,
the
our
world's
late 70s.
dude, 50 years from now, the world is like catastrophically different than it is right now.
Yeah.
Do you know how much displacement and just like complete infrastructural just destruction is going to happen between now and 50 years from now?
That's why I'm gonna get a really
So I'm
good
interested to
graphics
see.
card now, so I can so I can live in VR forever.
So that for the rest of time.
So that for the rest of
Yeah.
time, I can just be wherever I want via VR. You know,
That would honestly, like, genuinely, I can honestly tell you, a world without video games would make me like just sad. It would be existentially like really bleak for me. I've loved video games since I like literally could conceive them, could perceive them even with my senses.
Of course.
Like every time there's an arcade machine at a fucking restaurant, running to the fucking video games. Every time, you know, at a fucking Target, running to the fucking video games. Every time
dude.
I'm anywhere at anyone's house, do you have video games to play?
are there video games anywhere?
I liked them like crack.
Oh, dude.
I could have been a fucking game designer, I think, if like school and like the world was like more cultivated. But
That was
also
the first
game
thing
design,
I remember wanting to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I still might design a game someday. Or just like help someone else design it.
Right.
Like give creativity to it in
Exactly.
other ways. You know. Maybe write something.
Exactly.
or-
Writing or story development.
Or like coming up with a gameplay and like working with
exactly.
other people who have experience with game development, but like kind of trying to come up with, you know, interesting shit independently. I don't know. I would love to do that. But yeah, man, like someday it may be the road, you know, where the world just don't exist. And, you know, instead of having Fallout New Vegas, we live in Fallout New Vegas, you know. That could be what it is.
Speaking, dude.
And honestly,
video
these are
games-
just rational thoughts, man.
These are just
video games. Should we
rational
talk
thoughts.
about them?
Dude, you know what else is fucking really rational that I'm stoked about? Is that we got
Elden Ring?
yes, but beyond that, I forgot to write this down. We had a whole Nintendo Direct. There was a whole thing. We're getting Nintendo Switch
Wow.
Sports. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Big news.
Big news.
Huge.
Unironically,
stuff.
unironically, I'm very stoked for that. They added badminton. You know, there's
Wow.
going to be tennis, golf, all
Where the fuck are you going to
classics,
play Switch
bowling.
Sports in that basement? That
Huh?
6-foot ceiling basement.
I mean, it's not really that. You could do bowling.
How are you going to overhand serve on Switch tennis down there?
move the table? Wii
It's
style,
not possible, dude.
family style
it's
Wii
not.
events.
remember at school, Tony, you were probably gone for this, but like for one of the competitions was like a giant screen Wii tennis match for like one of the house competitions at school.
Oh, yeah, I was going for that.
That shit was crazy. There was like literally they used was Max frozen? Max, are you there?
Is he dead?
I
He
can
looks
hear
dead. He's dead or
I think
hear
he's dead. Damn. Damn. He got zonked the fuck out. That's crazy. Damn. I'll take a picture of that. That's so funny.
amazing.
He just got KO'd from that memory. Oh shit.
Okay.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
You froze in the funniest fucking way.
God
You were
damn
like,
it.
that shit was hysterical. I took a photo of
You look
it.
like you're- yeah, I think
You
you're dead.
literally looked so dead. It was like a warm frame of your feed. Oh
Hell yeah,
my
dude.
god, that was too fucking funny. But what I was saying was do you remember at school one of the house competitions was like a Wii tennis match on the like giant screen of the theater?
yeah, dude.
That shit was so
That was
hard.
nuts.
Yeah.
That shit was, Dude, the thing is,
Shit was hard, dude.
the shit was hard. So many things at school would have been so much harder if they involved video games. Like that's the problem.
Oh man,
It's just like, dude, if there was esports going on, we'd be looking at an entirely different. I said the name of the school, which I was supposed to stop doing, but
Oh yeah, I'll have to bleep that. Okay, thanks. Thank you.
my point is we were all playing Battlefield anyway. Why not just include it in like I don't
Right.
know,
I'm playing
something?
Battlefield 1942, literally bombing parts of the island with a plane. Maybe you could give me some history lessons while I'm doing that. Make it interesting. Let us play games
don't know.
while you're explaining shit to us. Like a podcast. Like I don't have to be watching you talk. You know,
Exactly.
I'm spitting right
Multitask.
now. I got to be honest. I have to say that about myself. But yeah, dude, it's like if they would have given us like Resident Evil typing like in 6th grade, that class would have been over in 2 weeks.
Resident
They're
Evil
like,
typing.
they're like, which one of you could get the high score on this? Good luck. And your fingers have to be doing this type of shit. And that's it.
Yeah.
And wear your condom on your keyboard so you can't see it.
Yeah. It's like that's the thing is make video game like make learning video games. And that's it. That's really it. But like they
Don't
got to be
teach.
good.
Yeah.
Hold on one
I
second.
remember they were like,
What? Oh. Anyway, sorry.
but remember like math games, like computer games in like elementary school or like middle school and shit, where it's just like, oh shit, this rocket's gonna hit the earth if I don't solve 7 + 9.
Where you're shooting lasers out to hit rocks. Like if you
Yeah, it's like you have
type
to
in their
solve a
shit.
math equation to fucking shoot the laser, like to get ammo, and then you play the game. And
It
it's
reminds
like,
me
oh,
of
this
Freddy
is
Fish
sweet.
and the crazy soundtrack. Folks, go look
Freddy
up
Fish OST.
Freddy Fish OST.
Yeah,
Yeah, give that a listen.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
we'll wait.
Go ahead and pause this, go listen to that and come back and you'll understand exactly what we're talking about.
You'll understand exactly the wave that we're on. Shout out Ian.
Just
for that one.
yeah, shout out Young Scroters for that. Really the god.
Scrotus.
Yeah.
Scrotus Johnson.
Scrotus Maximus, you are hereby sentenced to execution by the Centurion Court.
What was the name that?
Romulus
Sentenced to
Scrotus
be hung by
Barbaricus.
scrotum.
Romulus Barbaricus Scrotus.
What was the fake
Fourth
actor
of his
name
name.
we had yesterday? Scott Jim.
Scott.
Scott Jim.
Oh yeah, you're trying to think of Jason Bateman.
Jim.
Yeah, honey. My name's Scott
Hey,
Jim.
honey, if you want to make sure that we don't die, you're going to make sure that my name is Scott Jim.
Okay.
Walking up to Jason Bateman at a party and being like, Scott Jim, dude, I love your shit. Dude, I love you on Ozark. That's crazy. Yo, Scott Jim is over here.
Yeah, Scott Jim is in the house.
We got Scott Jim at the party, dude. Scott Jim from Arrested Development. You're so funny. And Jeffrey Tangor, also very good stuff.
Jeffrey Tank.
Jeffrey
James
Rancor,
Cameron.
what another good actor. Hi, I'm Scott
Jim and James Cameron.
We're in Ozark, honey. Yeah, hi. And I'm Scott Jim. There's always money in the banana stand, and my name is Scott Jim.
There's always money, honey.
Scott Jim is the most psychotic name of all time. Like, that's insane. That's clinical. My name is Scott Jim. It's like you're two different people. It's like you're two different people.
I'm Scott
Jensen.
Jim.
I'm both Scott and Jim.
Scott
I am
Jimmers.
both.
My name is Scott Jimmers. Hi, my name is Scott Jimmers. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Scotty Jim. Yeah.
Welcome to
Scotty
Scott's
Jimmer.
Gym. I am Scott Jim, and this is Scott's Gym.
Scotty Jimmer, I'm going to be.
Literally, that's say that.
Yeah, of course.
Young Scotty Jim.
And Scott Jimmer's on the beat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it hurts. The laughter.
What is it? What does he say? Big body Tonka trunk, what you want? Yeah.
Big body Tonka. Yeah.
Yo,
Big
dude, do you want to
body
hop in the
Tonka.
Tonka?
Big body Tonga, what you want? I hate it when it the fuck up. I hate it when it the fuck up. Yeah. Yeet is
Some
quite
people
magical.
don't understand yeet, and it's upsetting.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, some people just don't get
You
it.
just gotta let them be.
You don't
them
understand.
be
It's
them.
because he's on drugs. Okay.
He's addicted. Yeah, but in terms of video games, I personally have been finishing BioShock, and I'm realizing I like this PC more. Not to play the newest games, but to play the old games at an insanely good graphical quality. That's what I'm realizing is tight. Because I'm playing Skyrim and it runs like insanely fucking fast. And it's just max ultra quality and like it's just rad. So
Nice.
yeah, man.
Yeah. No, that's the move. Is it's just like
BioShock was the one I was going to mention. That's the one I've been finishing. If I didn't already say that.
yeah.
You did say that. BioShock. You're finishing.
No, yeah. I mean, I like having a PC that's like in between like last gen and this gen consoles. Cause like you cover a lot of ground that way. And it's nice. I like it a lot. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then soon Tony will be in on the fun.
That's right.
Yep. Big news.
Big news. Big welcome Boke news,
news.
everybody. We can confirm
Massive news.
confirm on this episode that we are in motion to get Max a new graphics card and to get Tony the old one, which will be really powerful.
It will be a very interesting development. And we hope you look forward to it on this Nintendo Direct. On this Welcome Boke Direct.
Tony is getting a graphics card. The gang is back.
Quarter one.
I will be on PC pretty much exclusively.
You're gonna be
right.
Do you have any experience with mouse and keyboard? Because you'll probably be trash on that shit at first.
I definitely tried it once on my friend's laptop, and I was horrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, he had like a mouse, like a separate mouse, but I couldn't even like hit. It was a shoot house, and I was like not getting a single kill. So I was like, wow, I'm really.
It literally
gonna have to
takes a week probably just to adjust to it. Maybe.
Yeah. You could also
Now
just
I
get
just-
a Boxerton.
I just
Get
have
one of these
there's
boys.
nothing else. It's like I play Grand Theft Auto and it's like I'm regressing a little bit. Yeah, it's just I'm on this.
Yeah.
I'm on the Death Adder wave. Okay, that's what I'm
I'm
about.
I'm on the Red Dragon. You know
I'm
what
on that Death Adder, that fucking just 20K DPI optical.
I'm on that.
See, I need to get
RGB
both of
wave.
those. I need to get both of those things. How much were each of those items?
Mine is like 80, I think.
Okay.
This was
Max?
probably also about 80, but this mouse was about 50. You can find cheaper options. I definitely recommend like the smaller. No,
That's not really what we're here for. Yeah.
but I definitely
You
recommend the smaller form factor keyboards, and I like wireless keyboard because it's clean. I
Yeah,
like the wired
I got a
mouse,
wireless.
but the wireless keyboard I'm down on.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had like one or two
Maybe I'm
hiccups with
lying.
it.
This shit wasn't 80. This shit was 70. Okay, yeah. that makes
I got a
sense.
wireless mouse. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's the move.
Yeah, either
No?
or. I mean, wireless both too. I just haven't gotten a wireless mouse because I want to get like a nice beefy one, but I don't really want to drop the money quite yet
Mm-hmm.
because I need to get more hard drive space too.
Gotcha.
This
basically
mouse
just a
is
fiend.
pretty solid. This mouse is really solid. Like the wire is kind of like it's just like a mesh cord. It's not like
same.
plastic wire, which is nice.
Yeah, so it's not stiff,
Yeah, it doesn't coil or do anything like that. Yeah, man. It's also
your
what's
keyboard,
nice
Tish?
about the Razer shit is like I have a geeky ass Razer keyboard too.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Yeah, that's
but like, the thing is like if I click,
yeah,
like if you press it from anywhere, if you press something from
Yeah.
anywhere, I don't know what button should I press. L, what's not going to fuck up the zoom, but like,
yeah. Oh,
you
my
like you can
God.
just do,
Oh,
there's like a whole
wow.
menu within the software that it comes with to like fuck with.
You can-
and like I have it so like it's just by default, it's just like, it's like a smoldering fireplace. If you can
Yeah,
see it
it's
just
tight.
like moving. So it's just like lava. So I'm just like sitting here playing fucking Doom with like a lava keyboard, you know, dude. So it's like
It's a lot.
Yeah.
How much was that whole setup though? Mouse and
I think
keyboard?
the mouse is 70, the keyboard's probably something similar.
Oh yeah, like see,
maybe
I
less.
changed the lighting mode on mine. Now it's kind of just doing like one of these.
That's sick.
Oh,
That's
okay,
sick.
yep.
That mine's
That's
got a
hard.
lot
The
of.
blue pulse.
Yeah,
I
man,
looked
it's
at the
fun. It's a
RGB
fun time
podcast.
too.
It's a nice fade through.
It's a fun
But
time.
anyway,
man.
yeah, I like the little fun things. They're fun.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna upgrade because I just got this plain ass black one and then this mouse. You know,
Yeah.
it's not gonna
not
be
gonna
good.
cut it, dude.
You know, I went back and forth
Not
on
if I want. No.
hating the rainbow vomit. You know, like gamer aesthetic, but I'm just like, you know what, man, it's kind of neat. It's kind of
what?
you know, it's fun. It's just kind of fun. You know, it's just a fun little.
It's just kind
thing.
of fun.
Well, I got my fun little.
Oh,
little
and my
gamer
mouse, like
lights,
the
dude.
mouse, like so the mouse and the keyboard are connected. So if I click this, like on the keyboard, shit happens to it because
let's go.
Because what that effect is any button you press, a ripple comes out of that spot on the light display.
So it comes from the.
So like if I
it comes
click
from the
over
right
here,
side.
it'll show up over here, and if I click a button over here, it'll show up on my mouse. Like it'll go whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it's like there's
Yeah.
even a light in the mouse wheel. Like it's smoldering. You can
Yeah,
see it's
it's-
smoldering.
It is
You know?
smoldering. Smoldering setting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm about ready. The
I'm
wait
ready.
is gonna, like the anticipation is gonna be fun, but I'm ready to just get on.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be
Halo and
once you're up and running too, like you're gonna be
Yeah.
you're gonna be fucking like playing till 4 a.m. like every night. You're gonna be addicted to this shit.
yeah.
I mean, that's how it was for me. But I also like I'm more inclined to the PC in terms of experience. So maybe it won't be the same for you. But for me, I was like, I hopped on Warzone the first night I got this shit working, and I was like, this is so fucking much more fun than being on a fucking
Yeah.
controller.
Dude, I can't playing Warzone with the 105 or like 110 field of view instead of 80. Like
It's gonna be God too, bro. God.
I'm gonna be You just the amount of times that I would have not died if I had that before. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like a completely different game. Get clowned on by PC
Right.
players.
But yo,
Yeah, dude.
that's gonna basically do it for us here at Welcome Boke. We do love you guys a lot. It's been dope meeting more and more people that listen to the show, like, and just talking to them. They're really chill people. And they, you know, like they listen to us because we're kind of unlike anything else in a way. As much as that's like, wow, 3 white guys talking. How
We're
unique.
super unique.
Yeah, but
I know.
you know,
We're very unique.
We're special and unique.
So some of them find we offer something, you know, a little unique, and we love you for that. And you know, me personally, I feel like Welcome Boke is like, I'm trying to make Welcome Boke more of a community in the sense that like we're all kind of like interested in the same shit, and we all have like similar goals and stuff, and we're similarly aware of certain things. And it's like, do not feel like shy to hit us up, to DM us, to ask us for shit. Even shoot your shot. You know what I mean? Like whatever you want to do. Like if you have ideas on stuff to make the Discord better, or you know, like I'm here to help whoever needs help. And I want to get more games going, more activities and events going, and like we're lazy motherfuckers. So if y'all want to organize that shit, you know, do it, because I know folks out there, like if you set a date, like, hey, X night, you know, we're gonna have Halo or whatever, you know.
Hey, if there's is there Forge in Halo yet?
Not
No,
yet,
yeah.
no. But I mean, like,
But
But
they're
the
gonna
Chief
have that.
Collection.
yeah, the
I believe all that
Chief
shit's
Young
still there.
Chiefers has all the maps. So like, I don't
Of
know.
course.
I would love to see more people doing that stuff on the Discord. If you're listening to this right now and you've never like fucked with us, like join the Discord, see what we're about, because there's a lot of fun threads on there and people hanging out. And you know, I'm just trying to grow that, and it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like safe and warm and fuzzy inside, kind of. So. Anyways, follow the Twitter, Instagram, shoot us an email. We appreciate your emails. We'll read Twiz Boy's email next episode. And we'll
Twiz.
talk about, you know, more video games and shit coming up. And shit, if you want to email us and tell us about some shit you're excited about, That's one thing that I really like is when people like email us and they tell us just some random shit they're really knowledgeable or passionate about, like young homie with the NFTs today. That was fun. So feel free, man. Like even if like whatever, go hard.
Yeah.
But we just appreciate and love y'all, and I love you two boys. But that is Young Wokers forever.
Yeah.
Peace the motherfuck out.
Peace.